Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be checking out the HyperX Solocast microphone, and we're going to be seeing how it is to use, how it sounds, and if I think you should buy one. All that soon to come, but if you guys could please hit those like and subscribe buttons, it would really help me out as a small creator. And with all that out of the way, let's get into this. So starting out, what even is this thing? So this is an external desktop mic that has a 14mm cardioid condenser and has mounts for either desk mounts or on an arm. Either one. So that's pretty much what it is, but now let's get into the important part. How does it sound? So we're going to start with some tests here. So we're going to start out with some just basic talking like I am right now. So this is just kind of me talking in front of the microphone. It's about, 2 feet from my face, and I'm talking at like a relatively normal level. So I think this is how it should sound in day-to-day gaming sessions. Now we're going to do some with typing in the background. Be warned, this is a very clicky keyboard, but I figured worst case scenario testing is always what you should go for. So this is what it sounds like with me typing on the keyboard. I think it is definitely still hearable at what I am saying, but the keyboard sound definitely is making an impact on how the microphone sounds. So now this is the mic a little bit further away from me. Not sure if that makes a huge difference, but this is always one of the tests I kind of run through. And then the last one is with some soft music playing in the background, so I'll start that now. Okay, so this is now with some music playing in the background, kind of maybe if there's like music playing in your neighbor's house or just your friends talking across the room. This is kind of the background isolation that it kind of gives you. And then here's the background isolation, but like closer to my face. I don't know how different all these tests are going to sound, but I figured I'd like to show it to you in all situations. Okay, so now that we did that, let's get into the actual usability of the mic. So at a base level, it does exactly what it should. It has a microphone on it, and you can mute it by tapping on it. That's pretty much all it needs to do at a base level. However, what I will say is, like, nice to haves like other mics, like some of the JBL mics I reviewed at this price point are audio pass-through and gain control. This has neither of those. So that is a little bit of a drawback if you're trying to, you're in a really loud room, so you're trying to turn the gain down or up. You can't do that manually on the device itself. However, I will say that this one is smaller than those are, at least like in total size when you pop it out of its little stance here. And at the same time, it does have the mute button. It has a pretty solid aesthetic. I just, you know what, it's basic and it's cheap, so it does what it's supposed to, and it sounds pretty decent, I think at least. So that kind of brings us into the comparisons. I have reviewed a couple other mics, give or take, around this price point. So I'm actually going to link the playlist of all of the microphones I have reviewed so that you can go check those out. I think the most comparable one would be the JBL Talk one that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. So I think that, to be honest, this one's like a little bit cheaper, but it's also a way smaller form factor. So I think it kind of, and it sounds pretty similar to me. So I think that if you're looking for something, maybe look at that as well, just as a comparison. But that does kind of bring us into the conclusion here. So this makes a pretty solid sound for its size, and it's very usable if you're just looking for a microphone for your desk. I found the most common use for that is either trying to get really good audio quality, but at this price point, it's more likely that you're using wireless headphones, and for some reason, the audio quality of transmitted through the air is just terrible on especially these Razer Synapse headphones. It's just god-awful. So people normally in those cases, I've got multiple friends who have gotten those and then be like, nah, I need an external desktop mic. So if that's kind of the situation you're in and you're just looking for something basic that will do the job, I think this does a great job. I mean, I could check out some of the other ones too if I were you, but I think that if that's all you're looking for is something to do the job, this basic example is pretty solid, I'd say. It also comes in white if that's what interests you. That's pretty much all I have to say today, though, so thank you so much for watching. If you could hit those like and subscribe buttons, it really does help me out as a small channel. And with all that out of the way, thanks.